And so 19, we were in Dallas probably by then. What do you remember about going to executive perspective?
That was just so much information. It's like it was the world. Yeah, so that wasn't very long after we signed up on Profit Day. We went maybe like a month later to EP, and I just remember like, oh, we have a lot of stuff to do. But the big like thing was like, and I still take this like to Expo these days. I think whoever was running our class was like 3 takeaways, and like to this day, like when our company comes to Expo or does one of the trainings, anything, like that's the message. Like, take 3 things that we can implement when we get back. So
because there's too much. If you try it, you're gonna go crazy.
Exactly.
So what were your big 3 takeaways from back then?
It was really kind of getting into training with the techs in a different kind of way. Implementing some different processes just to make things more streamlined, like putting things in writing on how things have to be done and just following that model. I think before we were kind of straying a lot, like things would go good and then this would happen and this would happen. We'd go all these different directions and get away from, what we were supposed to be doing. And so like the theme with CertainPath, like we just follow the model.
Right. Yeah. So you said training processes. Well, you remember like a third thing? Those are really 2 big things.
Those were the 2 big things at first. Yeah.
All right. What processes do you recall that you're like, okay, we got to get this figured out?
Really kind of just, and Susie, our operations manager, and she was at the time too, she was always like pushing for this, but like really like putting things in writing, communication with the office on things, just like oversight and making sure that we're checking in and making sure things are being done correctly and that the checkouts are being done and the follow-up, all that stuff.
Did you guys put it all in writing then, also like SOPs?
Yeah, we started making checklists and all that stuff.
Very good.
And putting them as part of it.
Okay. How long did it take you to kind of get those figured out, in place? And then how did you put them together? Did you guys have meetings and go, hey, this is the flow of the call? How did you kind of do that?
Yeah. Susie was really quick to put them together. We were lucky we were, the software we were using, she was really good at and could put these checklists into them. And so she got that going right away and it helped. She was already doing her version of it, but it helped getting it in writing and having everybody stick to it. And then, trainings and stuff. My dad was still running the trainings at the time. He would go over it with the guys and he was always able to get people on board.
I want to get in training a lot more. But on the process side, because it's a big question that comes up. People are like, everything's chaotic. I need to write these things. I don't know how to do them. So how did you get everyone on board to like, okay, this is how it goes. I know you're used to calling so-and-so, but really this is the flow. Did everyone get on board with it right away, or anything you remembered and how to do it effectively that would help people?
Excuse me. I think that there are always kind of bumps in the road when you try to implement new things and you get pushback, but it's just like not letting that deter you, just sticking to it and just trying to hold people accountable and reinforcing the habits too, because I think that's still so true to this day with anything we do. Like you can run a training on something and be so regimented about it for a while and then it gets good and then you stop training on it and then all of a sudden the bad habits creep back in, so you have to constantly be reinforcing it.